All right, so we have identified our customer personas. We've now learned how to identify some of the keywords that we want to target. Now we are on to coming up with content ideas, right? So I always start with the target keyword. Okay, so if I'm in the keyword section and I find a few that I want to target, and I go, okay, I want to do X, Y, Z. I'd add those into the content ideas and then come up with an article idea or title that I think is good from that. So inbound marketing examples, 5 inbound marketing examples to use in your campaigns, public relations marketing in 2020, the state podcast marketing, the state of podcast marketing. An important SEO characteristic is that the title has the target keyword. I think it's one of the primary ranking parts of being able to rank content on one of these search platforms. And so a few of the other data fields, and I'm going to show you a quick trick about how I go and find how I'm going to write about these things, okay? Because, in the space, unless you're just writing to write, which this course really isn't for you, you're writing to rank for specific content ideas that people are searching for. People have done it before. And so what you'll see on over here is we have text reference, okay? So text reference relates to when I search for this target keyword in Google, what comes up? Okay, so if I go into Google and I type podcast marketing, well, you'll see a number of different things. And Ahrefs actually has a really cool Google Chrome plugin. If you install it, I think that it'll show you search volume for these other keywords right here. So that's kind of a cool hack. But if I click this, what I do is the first 3 things that aren't ads. Okay, so these are ads, obviously ad. But look, Money Lab, podcast marketing, the 2020 definitive guide. I click that, and I find the top 3, or if there aren't 3, I try to find the top 3 at least. Okay, podcast marketing, 50 podcasters share the tactics they used, 9 marketing lessons for podcasters. You get ideas from the keyword from the top result, okay? Because you're trying to beat this result, okay? And so if you click into this, it's going to give you an idea, first off, how to structure an article, okay? Second off, it gives you the top for what you need to beat, okay? Because both in terms of design and content, and also it can give you the structure for what you want to write about, okay? So each one of these things, look at these things. I mean, a lot of the marketing stuff is so long, right? You're thinking, I can't do this. But really, I mean, all you have to do is figure out, okay, what the top 3 pieces of content are doing, and collectively write a better piece. And inevitably what will end up happening is that it'll rank that piece of content better over time. And so I don't remember where I specifically got this piece of advice from, so it's not necessarily my original idea. It's from expert SEOs, but I've definitely adopted it as part of my system. And so when I find a target keyword, the first thing I do when I do a content idea is I go to Google, I type that target keyword in there, I get some ideas. Those ideas are going to give me an idea, first off, a reference point about what to write about, okay, structure it, all those different points that I talked to you about, and it's going to give me an idea about how to shape that title. And so what ends up happening is that, yes, I have to write the article, okay, or whoever it is that you're is going to be writing content at your company, but they get a reference point for what's the best. They get 3 reference points or 5 reference points. If you want to add more fields in there, I find that 3 is a good number to sort of say, okay, this one does good, this one does something better. Collectively, if I did this, then it would at least be competing with those other 3, both in terms of content, length, so on and so forth. So that's my sort of one trick that I get for content ideas, so that you don't necessarily have to be this content generating machine. You can use your competitors and the pieces of content that you're competing with, the top pieces of content, to improve your content strategy, and ultimately, improve your ranking of that content for search volume over time.